Like I was having a, very model-esque moment here with the breeze from the LivePure Oscillating fan, but this could be you on a Saturday morning. Maybe you live in hot, sunny Florida and humid Florida, and you love to enjoy a sip of coffee on the patio, but it's already so sticky, even at 8:30 in the morning. We have a solution for you, and it's cordless, so you do not need an outlet whatsoever. In fact, I'm so excited that you're joining us this morning because this is the final quantity of our ever so popular Today Special that we had a couple of days ago, and we had to put it on Saturday morning shopping because we're down to the final 3 colors. We started with 6, and this is your chance to pick one up at that one-day only price for a very limited time. And normally, we would be selling this LivePure fan or retail in the retail space for $105. Today, you get to save $55 off retail. And now finally you can bring the power of LivePure with you when you're camping, with you to the pool, with you to the beach, and you can go from low to medium to high to turbo speed. This is so powerful. And instead of those compact little fans that, we love walking around town or walking around an amusement park, how nice would it be to have something more powerful, one that you wouldn't have to hold and one that can come with you when you're watching your grandkids play their soccer games or their soccer matches. This is fantastic. It's the size of a dinner plate and it's oh so powerful. So we're down to the final colors. I'm gonna let you know what you're getting. You're gonna get the rechargeable cord. You're going to get the remote so that you can do every function from the comfort of your bed or the comfort of your couch. Now, color-wise, we've got teal, we've got a classic gray for you behind me here, and then we have the white. And again, final quantity and final colors available. Vonabelle Sherman joining me. And Vonabelle, we were just chatting and I said, okay, now that we're down to the final colors, I think it's about time I just get it because my kids are out in that lanai and it is hot and humid all day long. And already 10,000 have been, 11,000 have been soaking for. So this is really your chance to lock in this deal because it's been flying, quite literally.
And you might be looking at this going, oh, I bought that one last year, Vonabelle. No, no, no. That was our plug-in version. This is our rechargeable version. There's no cord and it only weighs about 4 pounds. So now that wonderful, appreciated, customer pick, orbital fan is now going anywhere that you're going. You can start your day taking this in your car in case you're heading to the park or you have to go to the kids' sports games, and you can put this on the bench right next to you. The lithium-ion battery is right here in the bottom. There's a 41-inch cord to recharge it. When you get yours, it'll probably be around 75% charged already. That's what mine was, and then you could just add to that. If you had to do from a 0 to 100 charge, it's probably around 5 hours, but it's going to give you 4 to 12 hours of power. And look at how pretty this is. We're like less quantities on this. If you have a coastal feel, you'll want this teal in your home. So how are you getting the 12 hours? That's if you were just using it direct forward, just like this. When you start to use some more of the features, that's how you might titrate down to, 6 hours or the 4 hours. But, no baseball games longer than 4 hours. I guess if they go overtime or something. But how about if the kids are going camping and they're going to be, whether they're going to be in a tent or they are going to be in a cabin, this is perfect. Circulate that air. If you are sitting on your deck, if you live on the water, but you still need that breeze, this is a great asset to have. You can take it to the beach. And listen, if you're gonna sit outside and have a picnic, this also helps blow away all the bugs that wanna munch on your food as well.
That's so true. You know, a few things stood out to me when we had this as a Today Special just a couple days ago, and it was flying, and now I'm so grateful we have a couple colors left for everyone. But it was not only the 4-speed, because you don't usually see turbo, so you can really get it up high. But the fact that this oscillates not only side to side, but it also goes up and down. So it truly has the opportunity, especially in a large space, to really make sure that everyone is getting that airflow. So you can see it right here as it oscillates, and it's whisper quiet. Because can we show them what they're used to seeing and what they're used to purchasing?
Yes, absolutely.
Follow us on a little tour here because I know I'm not alone. I think I've had at least this box fan.
Yep, me
and
too.
This one. So the box fan is really tough because no oscillation whatsoever. You've got to find something to mount it on. Maybe it's in the garage while you're doing work. This baby right here is what's in my dad's guest room when we go visit my parents. And it just goes back and forth. It's so loud.
But they're also, these ones are very tippy. And so if the dog goes by, the cat goes by, this is very stable with the 8-inch round flat, nice, secure bottom. It's going to stay where you put it. And I like that you said the oscillation. So there's a couple things that are different about this. So you're getting the rechargeable, you're getting the up and down. So up and down is 83 degrees up and down, 75-degree turn left and right. A lot of fans give you low, medium, and high, but we also give you turbo.
Yes.
So there's a lot of power on that. And to tell you about that, oh, and let me tell you one other thing. You get these, you have to find a place to hide them for the other 9 months.
Right, they're not pretty.
They're not pretty. So you use it for 3 months, any of these ugly fans, and then you're like, oh, wait, do I have attic space? Do I have basement space? Do I have a closet? With the LivePure fan, it's only pretty, and so you don't have to ever worry about hiding these. Now let's go back and let me show you the reach of this, because you may be looking at this. I actually did talk to a customer, and for some reason in the image they thought it was tinier, but it's actually nice and powerful, and it's a nice size. Let's go back here because I want to tell you a story.
As you set up this power and show us, I do want to let them know, we say dinner plate, but if you're thinking dimensions, this is about 8 1/4 inches in diameter around. So that just really gives them an idea of how big this is going to be in your space. But I'm going to come over here so you can see just the power. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this power.
Okay, so what this is on turbo. The bubbles are coming up, but they're immediately projected into the room. And the reason we did this is so you can see the air from this Air Fury oscillating fan from LivePure will project it into your room. And then if you add the oscillation, you're really creating a vortex of cool air in the room. And look at that reach. And you can see it's narrow at first and then expands. It's because of the power. So you get that turbo feature. And did you get to like dance in the bubbles last time? Everybody who's done it
First of all, your grandkids will love this. This is a really fun idea if you've got the grandkids coming to visit in the summer months. But I also think of the times when I would visit my grandparents back in the late 90s as a kid, and they would save on air conditioning. So first of all, we didn't have central AC.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with central AC either. Yeah.
So, you're boiling in the summer months, but even still, we know that AC bill, June, July, August, is gonna make that power bill go up. So the great thing about a fan, especially during the day, set that temperature a little higher on your AC and bring this fan along to each and every room, because you're gonna feel the power of it and it's gonna give you that nice breeze. Not to mention, if you did want it plugged in, you can still operate it plugged in.
That's right.
And then when you're on the go and wanna take it to a different room, you have the option to take it wherever you wanna go.
I like that you can take this anywhere. Literally, it'll travel with you. So let's say hubby likes to be in the garage and he's the weekend warrior and the nearest outlet needs an extension cord 15 feet away. You don't need that because this is rechargeable and it will last between 4 and 12 hours. Delivering that cool breeze to the kids, to yourself. This is a true one for me, the weeding, because normally you go out and after 10 minutes you're like, I'm done. But if you have a fan near you, you can actually get that chore done because the cool breeze is just constantly cooling you down. If you take this out to the park for your picnics, not only will you get the cool breeze, but you'll be knocking away the mosquitoes and the flies and all that off your food. Inside here's a little peek into the power. So what we're doing is we're taking in the air and then we're projecting it into the room. And low, medium, high, and turbo, plus the oscillation feature. We're going left, right, up and down. Competitors don't do that. They'll do one direction, but not both. Here's rechargeable. So this is lithium-ion battery, like in your laptop, for instance.
Wow, okay.
You recharge it, and then you get the vertical and horizontal, easy-to-use panel, and everything that's on the panel is also on the remote. And then multiple span feeds, and we give you an extra one that others don't. And then, of course, the remote. Now, it's nice because let's say you got in your lazy boy chair and you're like, oh, I only left it on medium and I want to adjust it. You don't have to get up because you have a remote. Every feature that's here on the front is also here on your remote, including a way to turn the lights off in the panel. So if you like to sleep in a dark room and you don't want those little blue lights, you can shut them off with one little button over here. So
Not to mention if your partner doesn't like a breeze on them, but you need it, you can have this on your nightstand, you can focus it right on you, or you can oscillate it for everyone in the room to enjoy. In our final minute that we have left, final 45 seconds, I need to give you an update on quantity because I don't want you to miss out. We started off with 6 colors. We're down to the final 3 and really your last chance to lock in this deal. So 470 left in the teal, only 670 left in my white. And we're still doing really good in gray, which is great because that goes universally with everybody's colorways. But I'm telling you, if you don't lock in this one day only deal that we had with the TS price, you're gonna only be able to get it in the retail space, and it's gonna be $55 more, more than double the price at $105. So this is over 50% off retail, and you can bring it anywhere with you, 4 hours and more.
And last year we had the corded version, and we had a today's special, and it was $5 more.
Oh, get out.
You're getting the rechargeable, take it anywhere for $5 less.
You gotta run.
So don't miss out on that. And also, I think it's a great giftable. I know Father's Day is tomorrow. It's a little too late unless you didn't get them anything. You could just give them a picture, because everybody needs a fan.
That's true.
And the convenience of taking this to all your sports games, putting it on the bleachers next to you, and then having envious other parents go, could you share that breeze with us? And you go, oh, by the way, yes, I can, because you have a left-right rotation and an up-down. So we're fully circulating the air. We're giving you turbo, and this has USA-based customer service. So if you have a problem or a question, we're going to take that right here in America, answered by an American, and people really appreciate that. And today's Flag Day, hence, I got a little patriotism.
I love that. What doesn't this have? I don't know, but we want you to be very comfortable in the summer, more than comfortable. And listen, if the power goes out, this baby's gonna come in handy. At least you can get through a couple sleepless nights. All right, I'm gonna toss it on over to Valerie, talking about potentially